The one thing I've kind of learned over the years speaking is that you can tell the same story and 50 people, 50 people will hear it different ways. They'll take something of their own away from it. And there'll be speeches where I feel like, the room is participating. There'll be other speeches where I talk and I feel like there's one person in the audience I know I'm reaching directly. And that's happened specifically a few times, it was extraordinary because I felt it when it was happening and I didn't know who it was. And then I found out later on, So every time you step up on a stage or, in front of people, it's extraordinary the opportunity you have to, touch, inspire, and let them know they're not alone in whatever they're going through. Especially, I've been through a lot, so it's not strange. It just seems so natural to share. And in that sharing, I think people walk away with something of their own.
And Scott, what are your biggest challenges and your successes in your career? I know you've had a lot. Anytime I get asked about success, what's the greatest one? Honestly, it's longevity. I never thought that I would have a competitive career that went anywhere near what it did. It's funny, I don't want to be like ringing my own bell, but since me, no one's gone undefeated for 4 years, which is, that's how hard it is, especially now. The sport's gotten so much more athletic. But the longevity of 20 years as a professional was something I never would have anticipated in a million years, just because it would just seem so crazy to even think that I could get past 1 or 2.
Were the early challenges that you said, the challenge of being too short or some of those things, and then having the illnesses and that sort of thing, it made you say that, oh yeah, I can conquer this. So for you to say, I'm 51, I'm going to do a backflip. Yeah, we're doing it.
Well, anytime that you're 51 years old and you decide you want to do a backflip again, there should be an instant intervention. The people really care about you. They need to surround you and walk you through it and say, that's crazy, it's not smart, and you're going to hurt yourself. And I did, and that's okay, because it was my risk to take, and I really wanted to do it. But, part of that is, I really wanted to do that to show people that it's never over. That, no matter what your description is, if you do things right, responsibly, and if you make good choices, you can do extraordinary things. And, when I look at the grand scheme of things, the guy that invented the backflip, he did his last one when he was 70 years old. So 51 isn't that big a deal. But, the fact that I do have a unique collection of life-threatening illness, I think there's some decisions I probably should make more responsibly.
What motivates you more, adversity or success?
I think success kind of, it's like having a belly full of warm milk. It sort of like lets you down. I really do feel that people are wired for adversity more than they are for success. Because, anytime I meet a cancer patient, they've found a part of their being they never would have known existed without that diagnosis. They're stronger, better, more in touch, clear about their purpose in life right now than somebody who wins the lottery who just goes out and destroys their life, So when you look at that, oh, I won the lottery, isn't that great? No, it's terrible. Oh, I have cancer, isn't that terrible? No, it's okay, because there's something in you that's bigger, better, stronger than it ever was. So I never want anybody to be diagnosed with cancer, but those that have been find something within their character they never knew existed before. And for that, they actually have a better life description than somebody that comes upon great wealth.
What inspires you, and how has that changed over the years?
I used to be inspired by somebody that had big jumps. I thought that was really cool. I want to have big jumps. Wow, that's awesome. And then I was really excited by people that made people laugh. I thought that was really cool. And then I used to be inspired by people that won a lot. I thought winning was really cool. And then I was inspired by people that made a lot of money. I thought that wow, they made, especially if they came from nothing to make something, I thought that was really cool. Now I'm more inspired with people that do things, that love extravagantly, that just go out of their way to do something for somebody that has very little chance. People that, again, that just do stuff for other people, that inspires me more than anything now. And I think that I'm glad I'm at this point, because all the other stuff was just sort of surface and kind of like, who cares, because it's all temporary. but those things, when you love extravagantly and you give unconditionally, those are gifts that last for generations. That's inspiring.